Dan Ives here, chairman of Eightco ORBS. Super excited to be bringing our monthly chairman message here. Look, it has been an exciting journey, for me personally as well as the team at ORBS. Look, our strategy, as we've discussed, it's really a multi-pronged strategy, and if you go through the deck, we talk about it in detail. One part is the treasury strategy. We now own more than 10% of the world's circulating supply, and that's something we're going to aggressively be focused on in terms of buying more world. We also actually own a lot of Ethereum as well as our cash supply, but that's only one part of what we're doing at ORBS. A big part of what we're focused on is driving the enterprise strategy along with our partners at Tools for Humanity. We believe as more companies go into an AI future, human proof authentication, it's a matter of when, not if. We've started in terms of some big partnerships we've already announced with Kraken, with Coinbase, but that's just the start. We're really focused on the pilot program, but even more expansive partnerships that we expect to hopefully announce over the coming months and as this all builds out, because the strategy on the enterprise is just starting. Companies are spending trillions of dollars when it comes to build outs of data centers, build outs of GPU. Authentication is going to be a huge layer of that, human proof. We believe current authentication is just not going to satisfy the way that enterprises are going. And we plan to be the single sign-on in an AI future. Partnerships are going to be a huge part about that. And I think what we're starting to see is in verticals like gaming. We made our investment in terms of Mythical. Gaming is a huge area we're focused on. Advertising is another area that we're very laser focused on. The consumer network effect that's in building. You have 17.5 million that are already on World today. We expect that to be 100 million in the next 12 months. This is all part of a multi-pronged strategy that we're looking to accomplish here. As much as we have discussed it, I think the big focus now for us is really the coming months, the coming, call it year, in terms of not just expanding the message. I just got back from my world tour, that we did throughout the United States, throughout Asia. We'll be in London in a few weeks. But it's really about the enterprise. The enterprise is something that we're driving. In Japan, we saw, the second biggest advertiser that's focused on authentication through ORBS. That's just the start of where we think this future is going. When you look at the total addressable market opportunity, our goal is to really attack that. It's attacking that through our partnership with Tools, through more and more partnerships on the enterprise, through what we're doing with Kraken, Coinbase, and others. And I think this is really just the start of our multi-pronged strategy. Many DATs, and obviously that's something that we do on the treasury strategy, given our confidence in world and our confidence in what's going to happen there. But we're not watching the game from the stands. We're going to be a major participant, and the verticals, we think it's going to expand. We think government's going to be a big vertical that we're going to be attacking. And I think that's something where at ORBS, this is a multi-year, decade strategy that I am so excited about. I'm so psyched to be a part of this. Given it's my view, this is really going to be pushing a layer of authentication. Human proof is going to play a major role in the build out of the AI revolution. And what we're doing at ORBS, I think we're playing a big role. Stay tuned. We expect also every month, at the end of the month, we'll release what we own in our treasury. If anyone ever wants to get in contact with me or members of the team, you can find our emails on the website, as well as any contact through social media or just to understand better what we're doing. We'll be seeing you at conferences. We'll be seeing you at Davos. We'll be seeing you at CES in Vegas. And this is just a start. Thanks for listening.